Hey everyone, Navik here, and this is my review of Miles Morales Spider-Man issue 26, the final part of the Birds of a Feather story arc. And don't worry about the cover, or this act. Well, the covers. This is just a special send up to the old Marvel 2-in-1 story, so the thing doesn't appear in this issue. Ooh, this is just the only cover my variant my store had. Which, hey, if I'm forced to buy a variant into a big comic, I take that as a good sign that the book is doing well. So yeah, a short summary for this story arc for those who aren't in the know. Oh, Miles has been dealing with vampirism after the events of Blood Hunt. He's gotten help from Black Panther and Misty Knight to give him a suit that basically will help him control the vampires, like the vampiric bloodlust a bit more. But at the same time, the Vulture's also been around trying to get it for make his granddaughter Tiana adopt Miles. So, and that's been like some of the major like drama of this story arc. So, continuing off where the last issue is, we see the fight coming too. Vulture's actually he upgraded his kit, so now he shoots razor feathers like his movie counterpart. All right, so he's a bit of a better matchup against Miles. And yeah, even and Miles is like bringing him suit as its limits. And it's though while Miles might be acrobatic and his suit might be a lot more durable, the warehouse isn't. And despite the fact that his granddaughter is there, Vulture is still the Vulture, so he still has no problem causing collateral damage. And we actually do see that Dr. Kwan has a bit of Samson's and has a bit of her relative's durability since she manages to survive. I have a beam falling on her, or without any major injuries. And yeah, this issue is basically just a big action showcase of Federico Vincentini is showing off why he's such a damn good artist with all the big impact shots. That's the big whack, and despite how chaotic the art looks, it's very easy to follow. Oh, and of course, it looks cool. Like you cannot tell me that you would not want on a wallpaper or of this moment. What if Miles kind of going super spider, or I guess electro spider mode? And yeah, this fight, like a lot of this series, is basically even a way for Miles to kind of deal with his blood loss because he causes the Vulture to bleed a bit, and yeah, he can feel the bloodlust coming, but the but he remembers some advice Black Panther gave him, and he's able to like basically control it, all without going too crazy. Easy, and yeah, that actually reads a different. And yeah, as the fight goes on, we actually do get a bit of thematic difference between our hero and villain, which is always good. Miles is accepting the darker parts of himself, but trying to become a better person, while Adrian Toomes, he's still just being the same shitty person as he was when he debuted back in the 60s. He's, and at worst, trying to manipulate and gaslight his granddaughter into thinking that he's the good guy in this situation, when in reality, he's not. And of course, Tiana, aka Starling, actually gets in on the action. Actually, basically tacking in for Miles, and beating the shit out of her granddad. Which, yeah, the art speaks for itself. Again, it is just awesome. Vincentini is really good at making superhero costumes, just making dynamic superhero action, and that just has so much impact. Act like it's up there with Mam's artwork for Star Strike It Rich in terms of impact of like making you feel the impact of each hit. And yeah, uh, Tiana basically says that basically digs into her grandfather that she doesn't want him in her life. She doesn't want the hurt he brings. And said basically that if he ever comes near her again, she's not gonna come at him with a trank gun this next time. And the Vulture still says one day she'll find it and let him back into the flock, but Tiana seems resolute not to let him back into her life. Which, yeah, that's always good, cutting a toxic family member out of your life for you. And yeah, Miles and Tiana have a bit of a cute moment. Miles ends up thinking that thing about and that maybe because of all this they might end up breaking up, but Tiana like kind of quashes that by calling him a dummy. I mean, and yeah, it is. Yeah, that's one of the good. That's like anyone who's reading the series. Miles and Tiana are kind of a breath of fresh air when it comes to like comic book couples where they don't just break up because of some drama. Which, hey, don't get me wrong, I told you guys back in the JSA issue 1 review, I love me some drama when it comes to super teams and stuff. Sometimes the drama can be a bit overplayed, and I think Ziegler's doing a really good job not overplaying it. Though, of course, there's still Miles is still gonna have to deal with his vampirism at some point. So, no, Black Panther says that he might have a permanent solution for all that, since the vibranium suit is basically just a temporary measure. But it's gonna have to involve Miles taking a trip to Wakanda as the issue ends out. So yeah, that's Miles Morales Spider-Man issue 26. Like I said, this is, and I was mostly just able to read the entire story arc in one go. Oh, because I was catching up on the series this week. So yeah, I still think this book is really good. I don't know, I'm gonna see if I still feel that way, from month to month. But I'm not. But hey, the book's never let me down before. And again, you guys just want a really solid superhero comic, something that has the classic Marvel feel, but also has some brand new DNA in it. Obviously, not just with the shonen references, but also just us having natural dialogue, natural slang that's being used correctly. Probably because Ziegler actually talks like that. And just with amazing artwork, freaking colors. You owe it to yourself to pick up this book. Next to the Ultimates, the Miles Morales Spider-Man, and by Cody Ziegler and Co. is one of the best books on the shelf. Oh, and I'll see you next time for issue 27. Have a great day.